Good afternoon and welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E472, a 1962D plastic tubed roll. I have got these removed from the tube and in a different tube. Let me get this straighter. And get a couple people in here and we will get things rolling. Otis, good morning or good afternoon. Kevin Hawthorne, welcome. Beautiful week going on. They just finished my pool, so I got to put that all back together tomorrow. Get all the furniture back in. So scrub the deck. But I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the tube. And we will go ahead and get it rolling. Coin number one is one of my spots. I took the enders. Good morning, Dan. How are you? We have double die reverse, or obverse, reverse, and RPMs. Only a couple double die reverses. So as I learn the die pairs, I will quit looking at the reverses to save a little time. Most of the double die obverses are either right here up on the base of the 2 or bar L's. I do believe there's a couple of doubled eyelids also. Everybody got good plans for the weekend? Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited to have it done. Now I just got to finish paying for it. Big fun there. But you got to do what you got to do. Got some rolling machine wax on these coins. Could be counting machine wax. I'm not sure which one, but definitely lubricant in the process of either rolling or counting. I know this weekend I'm going to be putting the pool deck back together. So I don't think I'll be on Frosty's on Saturday morning on his stream. But I will be there Sunday. They had me not cutting my lawn. This is the same die as before. So I've got to catch up all that. Ooh. My lawn is about a foot tall. But now I can do all that stuff. So that's tomorrow's project. Next coin, Dirty Water. Ooh, this one's crusty too. These are the sulfur-based copper oxide spots. And those spots basically were right next to the spots on the coin before. Literally, same markings and everything. Awesome. Coin number 5, Frostbite. My next reveal will be Sunday afternoon. I'll be doing 2 of them on Sunday. 58D and 54D. Been working on packages all morning. I have all the coins sorted. I just got to count them and start mailing. Coin number 6, Kurt. different die pair, another different die pair. Coin number 7 for Mickey. I'm buffering some. Huh. It doesn't give me that on my end. But it doesn't surprise me. We had a severe storm this morning. And we were without power and internet for a while. So there could be some latency in the lines. But usually my OBS will say that I'm buffering and below a certain frame rate, and it's not saying that. Next coin for Sissy. I don't think, no, I can't do that now. I was going to check my baud rate, but it doesn't show it unless I hit the settings, and I can't go to settings while I'm broadcasting. Hopefully it will clear up for you. Gone. Good. So far, nothing exciting that you've missed. Which is not totally unusual for a 62D roll. Farm Dog, welcome to the show. Hope all is going well. So anybody got any big plans for this weekend? Like I said, my big plans are basically cleaning up from the construction mess. Glad it's done and over with. And this is the last reverse we'll look at unless I don't recognize the die pair. Then I will flip it over and take a peek. Just got back from PT. All right, shoulder feeling better? I used to hate that. The PT always seemed to make it hurt, but boy, when the PT was over with, it was always great. All right, we got an RPM here. Can see the splits in the upper and lower serif. So we will take a peek and see if it matches anything that is listed. Is this it? I don't. It might be. Could be 1mm18. But I suspect it isn't. could be that one, but I don't think it is. It's probably going to be one that I've got to look a little deeper. Right, not one that I... I don't know, but it looks similar. Nope, it's too far to the east. All right, so this is one I am going to have to work on, but we got our first RPM in the roll anyway, so that is exciting. What's up with y'all, Coin Vault? Oh, Eric Maith, welcome. Tim Weber, welcome. And a normal coin for Taco John. Coin 13, Chubby Pop. So what you been up to, Eric? I haven't seen you around lately. Coin 14, Stan. Yeah, for sure. Hit that like button. It always helps us. Notice if we ever get over 20 or 30 likes on a video, the video ends up getting a few hundred hits instead of just like 150, 200 hits. So it definitely puts it out there. Oh, yeah, Maine is pretty. Let me look at this with the loop here real quick. Minor split upper serif. We'll take a peek and see if it is listed. Real minor though. Different from the last one for sure. Starting to back this time. Not on that page. That's too far south. That is not it. So another one I'm going to have to mull over. But it is different than the one that Tim got. So we've got two separate RPMs now, both minor. I know, Dan. I know. When I say work, I'm not doing anything substantial. I'm washing the patio down with bleach and putting washing the furniture and putting it back on there, and then cutting the lawn. So nothing great as far as work goes. Coin 17. Matter of fact, I might go start on the deck after I do this. Take a break from looking at coins. My eyeballs are like bleeding. I've got about 6 more spots on my flip insert sheet, and then the rest of the stuff will be in process till the next shipment for you guys. Pardon me. Huh. I think that's the same one that Paul got. It is. So we're getting multiples. Going to hunt a 72p, 66p, and a 64. Nice. I am going to try and get my office finished, all the stuff packed up. I finally got a box of roll boxes from the bank supply. They had to ship me the ones I hate with the holes in the bottom because they were back ordered on the other ones. But I needed them. I've literally got 600 or 700 rolls sitting on the floor with no boxes. They're sitting in shipping boxes. Hoping to hear I might have a line on some new wheat rolls to do reveals on. Some good dates. Are they all bank wrapped, Dan, or are they tubes? I need to look through some 66Ps. I would really like to find either the double die obverse or reverse. I've never found either one. Don't have either one. The rest is OBW. All right. 66 OBWs. That's a tough one to find because a lot of people look for that DDR. I mean, the DDO is nice, but the DDR is really nice. There's another one, a third copy of this RPM. We'll just go in. I'm not going to, you can see right here the split, and then I believe if I turn, there's a slight lower split. Hard to see because there's a little divot in the punch at that point. But I can tell when I see it because of this die scratch right there. Oh yeah, you get a 66 DDR or DDO. I mean, you're gonna make some money on it. Those are decent money coins. I would love to find me one of those. Coin 27, Taco John. Yeah, we had a thunderstorm here this morning. That lightning struck. And my poor dog, it was like she came out of her skin, but it was so close. Now that, I think, is the one that Tim got. Let me look. It is. I can tell that by this die scratch. So this is a copy of the other RPM that's in the roll. You can see it right on the top. It's very minor also, and on the bottom serif. So our second copy of that. Oh, the 64p stuff. Yeah, that's another one. And those are both awesome. Yeah, I've got a nice 64 801. Matter of fact, it's the nicest one I've ever seen. Early die state, so it's really nice. I've got to get a picture of it for the website. So 5 RPM, so not a bad roll. Pretty okay roll. Beat up 80. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, mine. Oh, there we go. There's another one. That one really shows up nice. On the upper serif. That's definitely it, because there's that die scratch. See if this shows up when I turn it this way. It kind of does. All right. So Trip has an RPM. But even the beat up ones, they're worth money, Dan. There's a lot of people that want that and can't find it. Coin 33, Carl. So we are getting RPMs out of the roll. Sold it for 12. Hey, but what'd you pay for it? A penny? $12 ain't bad, especially if it was really beat up. Coin 35. Frostbite. There you go. So yeah, it wasn't bad. That's a great find. Great profit. I don't know if my 801 is close to me or not. Let's see, is this the box that it's in? Nope. I don't know where that box is right now. I'll have to get it out for one of the broadcasts and show you guys. But it is a beaut. Ended up buying it from Brian Raines. I traded it actually. And he even said, he goes, I think this is the earliest die state. He said, I had 3 of them just like it, and they were all super early. He says, but I've never seen them that early. I think I might have a line on an 802. Hopefully. Next coin for Mickey. And Mickey gets... Let me look at that. That looks like it could be a hit. It is. Well, I thought that was a little RPM, and it would have been a third different RPM in the roll, but it is not. Ron AZ, welcome. We have been finding a few minor RPMs in the roll. 3 copies of each so far. Next coin, Mark. This is actually a copy of one of them. You can tell by the die scratch, but it's got a hit right where the doubling on the mint mark would be. I will still hold it out. Coin 41, Tim Weber. See, this is a second die that has very similar die scratches to the other RPM, but it's missing the die scratch under the 6. Coin 42, Taco John. And that is another one. So you can see it like that. But that is another one of the minor, so the second die. You can see this die scratch, that little curved die scratch, and then these curved die scratches. Then there'll be some short ones up on the forehead that match it up. Coin 43, Chubby Pop. Now this is a copy of the first one. See if I turn it like that. This has got a hit up there, but you can see it right there. But it's got a hit right there, and there is a split lower cert. But this is the die scratch that I'm speaking of. Oh yeah, for what you went through though, Dan, that's having a stroke is tough. Some people never recover from them. So that just the fact that you're getting better is great. My next door neighbor had one just out of the blue, and there is one of the minor ones. Another this die 2. See if we can see it on the lower serif. A little bit, just a little width. But you can see it on the top serif right there. Paul Adams, welcome. Glad to join us. Finding 2 minor RPMs in the roll. And there is another one of the minor ones. By that one you can hardly see it. I just know it is because of these die markers. This one will probably have to go to the tribunal, as I call it, to see if it is approved or too minor. Plus I have to look at it with a 10x loop. If I can't see it with a 10x, I look at it with a 14x. If I don't see it with a 14x, it definitely doesn't get listed. That's just too much magnification. Coin 49. Doug. There's one of the nicer of the 2 RPMs right there for Doug. That's cool. We ended up getting about 6 of those. I'll go through and recap what we've got. And the last coin is for me. That's what I figured, Ron. That's what I figured. And this is another one of the minor ones. And somebody will end up getting this. I don't know who yet. But I'll end up giving it to one of y'all. But the first RPM we have coin 11, 28, 31, 43, and 49. And those are for Tim, Otis, Trip, Chubby Pop, and Doug. And the minor one, that's kind of hard to see on some of them, are 15, 19, 25, 40, 42, 45, 46, and 50. And that is for Paul, me, Sissy, Mark, Taco John, Carl, Stan, and me. And like I say, I'm going to probably give my 2 copies away to somebody. I might keep one if I don't have another roll of these to look for. Just so I have one if it gets listed. But I will be back Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock for the 58D roll. Then 5 o'clock. I probably will do them together. So something will be moved a little bit Sunday so I can do them back to back. I don't know if I'll be starting at 1 or starting at 5. Yeah, not a bad roll at all, Otis. Not a bad roll at all. But I want to thank everybody for joining. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. And I will see everybody in the neighborhood. We'll talk to you later.